Hey Griddle Nation, welcome to the Griddle Guys channel. Thanks for checking us out. So what are we cooking today? Today we are making Korean street toast, which is a sandwich that is incredibly popular in Korea. If you look at any of the videos on YouTube on it, there's like a million of them. They all get a ton of hits. It's bizarre to me, this sandwich, right? Super, super popular, but it's eggs, it's cabbage, it's sugar, it's ketchup. I mean, I just don't get it.
Sugar threw me off.
I want to try it. I'm not going to South Korea anytime soon. So we have the recipe. We
want to see what the fuss is all about.
And we're going to taste it and see. You know, I got a buddy spends a decent amount of time in South Korea. He says he lives on these things when he's out there. So stick around and let's see what this thing's all about.
Interesting cook.
All right, so here's the ingredient rundown. And there's actually more ingredients than I first realized when I was thinking about making the sandwich.
It's like a Jeff video.
It's like a Jeff video. I'm doing my best to say legit on this and follow it exactly. You got salt and pepper to season the eggs. We're gonna use eggs. I'll put the ingredient list in the description.
Yes.
So you got eggs, you have ham. I just happen to grab this one, but near as I can tell, there's a mix of different hams that are used in South Korea. Processed cheese seems to be the legitimate thing.
Yeah,
so
they have like 20-pound vats of it that they have, or bins.
Plain white bread. I read that you don't want to use any fancy bread, just plain white bread. Mayonnaise, ketchup, sugar, shredded cabbage, green onion sliced on a bias, celery, shredded carrot. Did I cover it all? Ketchup, mayo?
So you got it.
All of that is going on this sandwich.
Taco pizza was easier.
It might have been. Let's get these things mixed up. All right, so I'm putting Jeff to work. Step one.
Again,
we got to mix up the eggs and all the veggies. So we got in here 7 eggs. The recipe I have calls for 6, but kind of want to see if we can have some a little extra. So we got 7 eggs in there. Hopefully you guys can't hear the vacuum in the background. That just kicked on. Yeah, got Chris lighting the griddle over there, preheated. So we got about 4.5 cups of shredded cabbage that's going in. And for other veggies, we've got about a cup each of green onion, celery, and shredded carrot.
all right.
It's a lot of veggies for a sandwich, man. It really is. Hopefully you guys can see that in the light.
I think this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it looks about right based on what we've seen.
Yeah.
Dying to try this. All right, next step, guys. We're gonna follow the process that I've seen on a million videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, I don't have a full pound of butter as one giant piece. So we got the griddle on low. You wanna start handing me some bread? Lay down a nice thick patch of butter.
Low heat.
Oh, it smells so good already, Nate.
Melting butter, right?
Can't wait.
And then one thing I notice they do is they come right back and re-butter and flip.
Griddle's on very low. It's on low. It's been on low. Preheated on low.
This whole recipe is pretty much, as far as my plan is, it's all going to be done on low.
Oh, I'm already starting to look forward to it.
I'm thinking grilled cheese.
Perfect. I'm going to let this cook till it gets nice and toasty. And then on to the next step.
You know what, honestly, you didn't really use that much butter looking at what's left of the stick.
That's about a quarter of a stick.
Yeah.
All right, so these have been on maybe 5 minutes. I've flipped them a handful of times. And I think they're just about as buttery toasted as I want.
Those
so
look good.
Yeah.
And I think it's only been about 3 minutes. It's been short.
Yeah, it's
Not
pretty
that
quick,
long.
even in the cold.
Chris's favorite thing to do in the whole world is tell me how I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys were wondering. All right, it's been 3 minutes, 31 seconds, and 18 tenths of a second per
All right. Point taken.
But I do want to keep them warm because it's a cold day out today. So I'm going to just kind of put them on a paper plate, try not to stack them where they sweat on each other, and we're just going to leave that sort of in the corner. Yeah, these came out better than I thought. It looks like good.
Yeah, golden.
Next up, we got to cook all those eggs. This is going to be interesting. All right, next step, the eggs. Same thing with the ton of butter. Griddle's still on low. My griddle's pitched back pretty steep, and so I'm going to kind of use the spoon to lay these down. So hopefully they don't run straight back. That seemed pretty good.
Yeah.
They're good. That's good. Colorful.
Yeah, really colorful.
Try to make them somewhat square.
We should talk about when they do the street food. They usually have the
They have molds or forms.
things they make up, the little metal things.
What do they
Which
call
seem to
that?
Work pretty good.
Forms, I think. Is that what Nate just said?
Yeah, forms. Metal forms.
Chris, you want to hit this with some salt and pepper?
Yeah.
Nice. That held together nicely, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that looks good, Nate.
For a guy who hates cabbage.
Wow. I keep thinking the cabbage is lettuce, so
It's colorful. It's definitely colorful.
I'm a lettuce. I like lettuce.
So these have been on for probably, Chris, exactly how long have these been
Oh,
on?
stop it.
These have been on for maybe, I'm going to guess about 4 minutes. So I'm going to start creating a cut so that I can get 4 sections and flip them.
This could go south on you really quickly if
It
you had the
could.
griddle on high.
Could also go south on me really quickly if I flip them too early. Bottom of that looks like. Yeah, it looks about right. I'll give this one a shot.
Let me get a view of that real quick. Yeah, looks good.
Nice. We should talk. It's about 20 degrees out today, guys. Maybe
Yeah.
not even.
It is, yeah, I don't think it's even 20.
Don't let the sun fool you. I mean, the sun's out, which is great. Thank God.
Yeah.
This actually smells better than I was expecting. So now we got to get a little ham going too.
This is like a Korean Western.
Until you add sugar and mayonnaise and ketchup.
Yeah, that good point.
So I'm going to do maybe 2 slices of ham per. So there's 2. There's 2.
They don't
There's
seem
two.
to like to overcook
two.
their bacon over there either. Like a lot of the dishes I was
Undercooked?
watching, yeah, it's undercooked.
Yeah.
All right. Coming down to assembly in another couple of minutes. This is going to be interesting.
Looks good, Nate. You put the cheese on now?
No, cheese goes on after it. It has to be
It goes on
processed
cold?
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheese goes on cold
nice.
with the sugar.
All right.
Again, trying to stay true to the recipe. Gonna put down some mayonnaise on each piece. And then we're gonna get egg on top of this. I gotta get some ketchup down too. I noticed the mayonnaise that they use in South Korea has a slightly different tinge of color to it.
Like
but,
more yellow?
a little bit more orange.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Maybe they use Dukes too.
Everybody seems to love Dukes. All right, so that's the mayo. And now for the ketchup. And this they seem to put down way heavier than I would normally, but. Ketchup, done.
Done.
All right, Chris, eggs.
I'll start.
I got you. No guarantees on what it tastes like, but looks like what I've seen on YouTube.
It smells good.
All right, sugar next.
Sugar.
Now this
honey.
is this is kind of the part that amazes me because they don't go light on the sugar. I typically see like 2, you know.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this is what I find
Wow.
bizarre. This is what I find bizarre. All right, Chris, you got that cheese ready?
Yeah, you ready for it? You want to bring it over there?
Yeah, give me a couple slices. The processed cheese. I'll throw a couple slices on there. You guys can tell us in the comments if you've been to South Korea how far off we are on following this recipe or not. Who wants? Who's going to go with extra cabbage?
I'm gonna go with extra cabbage.
You want to?
Yeah. Yeah, might as well.
It's definitely a hearty sandwich. There's no question about that. Seems kind of like
Yeah, I like how it's getting taller, that's for sure.
maybe a little bit of hangover
A
food.
little bit of raw for me for the cabbage.
You want some?
Yeah.
Raw?
Yeah.
So all three of us are doing the extra raw cabbage. If I understood that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you got the paper so we can wrap this up and eat it.
I do not have that. I do not have the
That would have
custom
been
paper.
key.
Yeah. Custom slide-in paper there, cut it in half.
All right. Let's close these guys up. It is definitely. Wow,
That
it's
is a
sandwich.
that is
There's
a good looking
no question
sandwich.
that it's a substantial sandwich.
Oh, that looks great.
I'll hold that up to the camera.
Yeah. That looks good.
That's a
All
That's a
right.
hefty
All right, I'm
sandwich.
intrigued. You got me.
taste test next.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting. Guys, if I got mayonnaise, ketchup, something on my face, who knows? But so we've been chewing on these for a couple of minutes now. They're good. I gotta say, I'm shocked. It's really, really tasty. It kind of all comes together. You don't really taste cabbage. You don't taste egg. You taste sort of everything. It's a nice mix. Way better than I was picturing. Way better than I was picturing. And I don't taste the sugar.
I can't believe I don't taste the
Not
sugar.
directly. And we put a lot on. No.
Yeah, you showered it.
Wow.
But it's good. The ketchup, I think, is key. The ketchup, I taste, it kind of brings it all together. The cheese, I'm surprised how good the
processed
cheese
cheese.
is. The cheese is delicious. The buttered
I was just going to say
toasted-
the butter.
Oh, yeah. The buttered toasted bread is excellent. I'm surprised. I didn't think I was going to like this, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
It's delicious.
I kind of thought I was going to hate it.
Yeah, me too.
Big pile of raw cabbage on eggs, but it's I love it.
Flavors everything. There's a lot of, I mean, if you look at this, there's a lot of different stuff. I mean, that's a lot of flavor. It is good.
I can see why this is a good street food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially wrapped up on the go.
Yeah, probably inexpensive too,
I don't know what they charge out there, but yeah, you know.
to make it.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I think they sell fairly cheaply as
Yeah.
well.
Nice.
All right, so Griddle Guys score. We're not going to run through the whole scorecard, but I think that we'd probably be somewhere between what, 15 and 18.
Yeah, I
On
mean, the cabbage is the only thing that would be considered maybe not in your fridge. Everything else is there.
That's a good point.
I mean, it's a really
good point.
simple cook that you wouldn't really think of.
I don't like cabbage, and this is good.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to yak on this.
No, I don't mind it. I
personally.
like the crunch.
So you guys don't
The
know
crunch
this.
is
Chris
good.
complained to me when I told him this is what I was cooking. He's like, I'm not eating cabbage.
Man.
I go, Chris, you've got to try the sandwich. No, I'm not eating cabbage. I'm not eating cabbage. I hate cabbage.
So I got a little bit of
Now you got this, so that speaks to how good the sandwich
but
is.
Yeah.
cooked and raw. I got both.
I know, you
Yeah.
got both. Well, guys, if you hung around this long, do us a favor, hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you in the next video.
This is my sandwich is half done. It's got one of those things where you take a bite, and as soon as you finish, it makes you want another bite.
I'm getting that contrast of, there's so many different flavors in here. I love it. Out of this sandwich, it's delicious.
I'm gonna have to tell Goran I stand corrected.
Yeah, the raw cabbage is key. It's very good.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I was he's the guy that went to Seoul.
Yeah.
His wife's South Korean too. And I kept saying, like, I can't see how this sandwich would taste good. But it's freaking delicious.
I'm going to try a sauce with ketchup and sugar. Because that's what I'm tasting, and it does taste good. I like it.
Surprising how much I like it too. It's awesome. It's really good. Really good.
Wow, you pulled it off, Nate. Good job.
Nice work.